we've got here today is the Ortlieb Handlebar Bag. This is the 6L Classic. There's several of these, right?
Yep.
And tell us about what made you decide to get this bag, I guess, first off.
I just needed some space up here so that I could have some gear, some gadgets and various things, snacks, whatnot, easily accessible.
Yep.
Yet protected from weather, because we are in Missouri and it rains without much notice sometimes.
All right. Now what Ortlieb does, this bag actually mounts on the bike with this bracket. And this is a really interesting method of mounting this on there. We'll try to show you this as best we can, but there's a line, a cable, that wraps around the stem, both on the bottom, under here. I don't know if you can see that, but there's a cable here that wraps around here, comes around here, and this is all sort of a one-piece design. It loops through, and if you look at the front of this, you can kind of see it. Comes back through, and you feed it back through here. And then on the bottom, there are these screws here and here that tighten up to hold those in. And that's how that thing is mounted on there. A little bit difficult to see here, but it does come with a lock, which is nice because you can lock the bag to the bike and it just sort of snaps on there. Now this thing is really sturdy. It doesn't move up or down much, but it, you know, there's a micro amount of movement, but really that's pretty good for being on the front of a bike. And then it just snaps in on the back of this. There's this bracket where it snaps in here. Go ahead and throw that thing on there. And
okay. Seems like so.
And then you're there. And then the interesting thing about this bag is actually how it opens, I think, because a lot of bags open from the front this way. But this bag actually opens this way. So yeah. You pull it and then it opens up, and it has these magnets basically that connect up to here, so when it closes it does snap shut fairly securely to hold it shut, and it's waterproof.
Yep. So
inside this thing also, I don't know if you can see that, but there's a pocket in here, a little bag pocket with a zipper. So there's a zipper pocket here. There's a thing to attach like keys or whatever you want to that. And then, yeah. So it's waterproof.
Yep. Now, of course, you know, can't submerge the silly thing because, well, you don't need to submerge it anyway.
Right.
But, you know, when these things come down and they sort of hold that shut, it protects from, I would say, even some wind with rain, because there's, I mean, my finger goes up here before it's actually to that upper interior sort of edge. So
it's got these on the side. You'll see these plastic places here on each side. There's one here and one here, and that's for shoulder strap.
Yeah, shoulder strap. I've not used it. I tend to keep it on here.
Okay, so if you want to carry it, take it off your bike. Let's say you're parking your bike and you're going inside to do some shopping or something, and you want to put this thing inside, or take this thing inside with you, you can put the straps on here, throw it over your shoulder, and you got a strap to carry it around. Now you bought this really specifically for to carry an iPad, right? Yep,
I did. As you know, I work mobile a lot, and what I really needed, I needed a bag that would do several things: be waterproof, be accessible, which this sort of back to front opening does, and I needed to be able to have easy access to an iPad, other like a charger, some snacks, other things like that. And so I'll show you the iPad here.
Yeah, we're going to show you how an iPad fits in there. Now, what we use normally is an iPad with a keyboard on it. So you can see that it's got a keyboard and all that good jazz. And so it had to be wide enough that so when you closed it up, it would fit in there. And this thing just does fit diagonally. That was part of your criteria, wasn't it?
Yep, I didn't care. It doesn't have to be a particular geometry. It just has to fit. It has to fit, be closed, and be protected from rain.
And then you can put other things on each side of it. So forth.
I do. I'll show you one of those things. You know, I throw my lock in there.
Oh yeah,
a little got a lock. I toss that in there. A little charger here.
Yep.
I can set that there, run my cable out and around to my phone here, and press it on, and it charges it. Some other things back here. I'll put some sunscreen, whatever I need back there.
Awesome. All right.
Works out nicely.
It's a little over 500 grams, a little over a pound in weight, empty. And dimension-wise, we're going to show you here with a ruler kind of what the dimensions are.
Okay. So I'm saying this way, sort of the wide dimension, it's maybe 11 1/4 inches wide. Here in the center, might be a little bit wider. It seems to be about 7 1/2 inches. And then bottom to top, it's a little, about 9 inches. There's a little concavity here, you know, it's sort of from the inside out, it kind of bulges out to protect your stuffs. So there's about 9 inches there.
So what would you say some of the negatives to it are? You've talked about the positives because you're happy with it overall.
Oh yeah, I definitely think it's a good bag. I would buy it again, but I would do so with a couple of provisos, just knowing that this back to front opening is nice, it's convenient. I've even done it while I was moving. You can question the wisdom of that judgment. I'm a veteran of several crashes. In fact, you'll see I've got a war wound on here somewhere, right there, recent crash. But the thing is, when you're cycling, if you have anything on the sides here, you've got to be pretty willing to, you know, just move it a little bit in there. These trekking bars have a little bit of a hindrance there, but that's also part of the reason I bought it as well, because it did fit there. It fit there, but this little sort of clearance area on either side is a little bit of a challenge when you're moving.
Yeah. All right. Cool. And it does, you mentioned 1 point movement, a little bit of movement.
Yeah, it moves a little bit, which, like you say, it's not terrible. And it just creates maybe the sense of a little instability, though it's not. It's not all movement here. It's just the flex from the plastic in the bag, in the structure of the bag. And then if you have anything in there, it's going to rattle a little bit. So you're going to go over some not curbs. You can, of course. Any uneven feature in the sidewalk, it's going to, you know, it's going to rattle
and make a little noise. So if that bothers you, you need to keep that in mind. And then there's obviously this key lock, what it does, and we can show you when we put a key in here.
So you can lock it. I need to get it down in there. So you can lock it there, take it out. Then it doesn't go down, which is how you release it. We'll show you that.
Yeah, so it keeps this button from being able to be depressed in order to take it out of the slot. So when it's unlocked, we'll show you how it comes out of there.
Unlock it. Then you can press it and take it right off.
Yeah, so when you press that button down, this is the release function here to get the bag out of there. And all that really does is release this latch on the bottom. You can see right there. Anyway, it's a great product. It's really handy. Ortlieb, German made. You can't beat the quality. It's going to be guaranteed waterproof. If it's Ortlieb, you know it's good. It's been a great addition to Jerry's bike. It's mounted on a Trek FX 7.3, which you guys have seen. But you can put this on any bike with any set of handlebars pretty much. Everything from drop bars to flat bars to trekking bars, Jones bars, you name it, you can mount it. It really, the way this mounting system works is it's a piece of cake. So, all right, thanks for watching. Give us a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't. We'll talk to you soon.